Welcome back to my study channel, my dear students. I, Zainab Tinwala, lecturer of Organization of Commerce and Management from Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Camp, Pune, is going to cover for the topic for today is importance of directing. Directing, which is the fourth function of management. This topic is from the second chapter of 12th Commerce HSC Board textbook. Directing. I have already explained the meaning, the definition, and the elements required in directing in my previous video. But before starting with importance of directing, I would just tell in brief what directing is. So, directing is said to be the heart of management process. All the management functions like planning, organizing, staffing, controlling requires directing. Directing is said to be a process in which the manager instructs, guides, and oversees the performance of the workers to achieve the predetermined goal. So, exactly, directing is what? Directing is telling people what to do and seeing that they do it to the best of their ability. In short, we can say that directing put lives to all the functions of management, that is planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, coordinating, etc. There is a definition which was given by Knudsen and O'Donnell, that is, directing is a complex function that includes all those activities which are designed to encourage subordinate to work effectively and efficiently in both the short and the long run. As we have seen in my previous video, the four elements which are motivation, communication, supervision, and leadership. These are the four elements of directing, without which a director cannot work or cannot do the function of directing well. So, he has to implement those elements in such a way that it encourages the employees or the subordinates to work efficiently and effectively to achieve the predetermined goal or to achieve the organizational goal. It can be a short term, it can be for long term. Okay, so now let's begin with importance of directing. As you can see in the slide, we have 10 importance of directing, but in this video I'll be covering only the first 5 importance. First being initiates action, second integrates efforts, third means of motivation, fourth provides stability, and fifth is coping with the changes. This 5 I'm going to cover in my today's video. So let's begin with the first importance, which is initiates action. So the explanation for this is direction is the function which supports to activate the plan with the help of employees. That is, while you are directing, direction means you guide someone, you instruct someone, so that you instruct your subordinates or you instruct the employees in such a way that whatever you have planned, you you support those employees to achieve the target, to work on the plan which you have already thought. Every action is initiated through timely direction. Proper instructions are given to subordinates while completing their assigned task. The managers direct the subordinates about what to do, how to do, when to do, and also to see that their instructions are being properly followed. So in an organization, the manager does not say like, your today's target is to complete this work, or he does not say that much and leave it to the employees. But along with that, he has to instruct his employees how this work has to be done, when it has to get complete, what all things you will require to complete that work, how to do it, when to do it, and also tell them and stand in front of them and tell them how to do it and supervise the work. Like if I tell you, okay, in your college your teacher might have given you some assignment to do, a project to do, which you have to do in a group. So first the teacher will tell you, okay, you have to make a project on, you have to organize a party. Okay, so how you will organize the party? So there are certain limitations, like you have to organize the party in the college. So the music, there should be music, but very soft music, huh? Then the songs should be appropriate, then the outfits should be proper. Okay, when to do it, like it cannot be during the time when the lectures are there. Once the lecture gets over, then only you can do the party, or on a holiday, okay, or on some day, fixed date. And also while she is planning for a party, she'll see how are the students working on it, she'll communicate with the students and see how they're working. She'll instruct the students, she'll supervise the student in decorating the class, she'll supervise. Or while making chart, while writing invitations, she'll supervise them, she'll instruct them, she'll guide them. Okay, so when everything is to be done, they have to be properly followed. The proper instructions will be given by the teacher, and the students have to follow those instructions properly, so that they can complete the task, complete the duty within a given period of time. The next is integrates effort. The second importance is integrates efforts. Integrates means combines, and efforts means whatever work you do, whatever mehnat you do, that is called efforts. So when together you work, जब एक साथ सब काम करते हैं, then only it's a team work and they can achieve the organizational goals. As you can see, Team India, when it is um, playing against some other country, they work in a team. Like when a person who is bowling, the other fielders have to be watchful and see where the ball goes, then only they can take the wicket, they can save the runs. So in the similar way, in an organization also, one has to communicate with each other. Like when the batsman is playing, he communicates with the person who is in front of him while taking runs, so that they cannot be run out. Okay, so that is integrates effort together. The effort, when two or more people's efforts come together, then only you can achieve the goal. जैसे दो players जो जो रनिंग करते हैं पिच पे, तो दोनों के बीच कम्युनिकेशन होता है, तो ही वो रन रोक पाते हैं या रन ले पाते हैं, या एक दूसरे से कम्युनिकेट करके ही वो कुछ भी डिसीजन लेते हैं. So in the same way, in an organization all these things happen. जब या तो आप okay, communication is the one of the element of direction. It helps in integrating the efforts of all the employees and departments, which results in achievement of organizational goal. Integration of efforts is possible through persuasive leadership and effective communication towards the accomplishment of organizational goals. Like if you see, when Dhoni is the captain in Indian team, so he communicates with the best batsman, he communicates with the bowler, he communicates with the person who are on the field. Okay, then only they can work as a proper team and complete the target which is set in front of them. Okay, or else they can get put more scores on the board, so that it affects the other team to catch up. लाइक जब वो लोग या तो कभी ज़्यादा रन बना देते हैं, ताकि जो ऑपोजिट टीम हो उसको आसानी ना हो, तकलीफ़ हो वो रन अचीव करने में, या तो जो टारगेट अचीव करना है उनको, तो तभी वो क्या करते हैं, टीम एज अ टीम वर्क करते हैं. कौन पहले जाएगा, कौन बाद में जाएगा, कौन पहले बॉलिंग करेगा, दे ऑल हैव टू सेट अप ऑल दिस थिंग्स. तो दिस इज थ्रू कम्युनिकेशन, ये सब कम्युनिकेशन थ्रू होता है. एंड देन दे वर्क एज अ टीम. In an organization also, there are various departments, but all the departments, they have to work as a team so that they can achieve the goal. The next is, the third importance is means of motivation. While directing the subordinates, their opinion are also considered. A manager identifies the potential and abilities of its subordinates and helps them to give their best. He also motivates them by offering them financial and non-financial incentives to improve their performance. It boosts the morale of the subordinate. As I have already said in my previous video, motivation plays a very important role. Okay, so when a person is being motivated, if I give you more marks, the teacher says, okay, when you complete this task in a particular time, I'll give you more marks. So वो लालच में स्टूडेंट वो कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं. So that means the teacher is motivating the students to get her work done from them. In the similar way, in an organization also, there is a team. Their ideas are being collected. The manager will talk to his teammates, he will collect the ideas, he will see which idea works more, and then to get the ideas also, he'll say the person whose idea I'll choose will get some incentives, financial, non financial incentives, like किसी को पिक्चर की टिकट दे दी, किसी को बाहर घूमने के लिए भेज दिया, on a holiday trip, anything can be, किसी को बोनस दे दिया. So in that way the person gets motivation. Okay, and they will help to improve their performance and achieve the goal. The next is provides stability. Stability means stable, ठहराव. There should be a stability in their performance. So stability plays a significant role in the growth and survival of an organization. Like if now and then the organization keeps on changing कि नहीं, आज हमने पेंसिल्स बनाया तो कल हम पेंसिल बनाना छोड़ दें, कल हम इरेजर बनाएंगे. So it should not be like that. It will hamper the growth of the organization. So there has to be stability. In the similar way, effective leadership, communication and supervision and motivation develop cooperation and commitment among the employees. So what happens when an organization keeps on changing the employee? There won't be any stability, because each new member will come, they'll have to communicate with him, they will have to train them, and once he gets trained, then they have to work on, and he leaves the job again for the other, they have to use the same procedure. So for that there has to be a good leadership, and that person has to have good communication with the employees, he has to supervise everything properly, he has to motivate his employees, so that they can develop a cooperation, and the employees are committed to do the work properly. It provides stability and creates balance among various departments of the group. Okay, like in our college, in you can say there are arts, commerce and science, three fields for the junior college. The all three fields have exams together, they have some functions also together, some organization, some webinar, or some parties, all of them have together. So how does this happen? When there is proper communication, there is cooperation among them. Yeah, we can say cooperation between the teachers, cooperation between the students. When there is lots of cooperation, the communication is well between them, then only there can be a balance and stability in the performance. The next is coping up with the changes. This is very important function of management. Directing factors of business environment are always changing. Like everybody knows, there are now and then some or the other things keeps on changing. Like if you see a simple phone, first it was 2G, then it became 3G, now it's become 4G. So every now and then there is minor change which is happening in the organization, in the business. You had the camera, front camera, now you have dual cameras. Okay, so this all things you have to adapt. So adapting the environment changes is necessary for the growth of organization. Like computers, there were different. First we had Windows XP, then Windows 7, then 10, Vista, there are many things. Okay, so now and then the organization has to keep on adopting the new change in technology so that they can have growth in the organization. with the help of motivation, proper communication, and leadership, the employees can clearly understand the nature of change and also the positive outcome of adapting to the change. For example, e-filing, use of robots at workplace, etc. So the organization, if it wants to prosper, it has to bring in this change. And while bringing this change, the organization has to also give training and development to its employees. Then only the changes will be proper change, and it will help the organization to prosper. Thank you. In my next video, I'll be explaining the next 5 importance. Thank you very much.